I'm not even gonna say nothing. Hey everybody, it's Reckless and welcome to Break the Fourth Wall. So, in this video, I am going to do an unboxing of the PlayStation 4 Pro, and also included with that is a SSD installation. So, we are actually going to do a little comparison first, and go from there. Now, I will admit that the PlayStation 4 Pro box is a little bit more cheap than the original PlayStation. It's not really protective enough. One thing I don't like about it is there's no handle, Granted, it's small, I understand. Who cares? You got a PlayStation 4 Pro. Why complain, right? Exactly. Real quick, we're going to put that down. The original PlayStation 4 box, it's a lot more sturdy. It's more cardboard compared to the PlayStation 4 Pro, and this actually has a handle. Yay, handle. But anyways, so more sturdy, not so much sturdy. Not the same type of box. This feels like, I don't know, maybe 6 sheets of white paper, just like put together on each side. Anyways, let's do this unboxing. So, first thing I'm gonna do is grab my handy dandy knife and break this wonderful seal. Now, oh, okay. Well, that makes a difference. It's a box within a box. I guess that makes sense. Put a handle on this, and then it'll be a little bit more sturdier, just like the original PlayStation 4 box. So upon opening this, you get your wonderful PlayStation 4 Pro quick start guide, which nobody ever reads. Then if you look on the right hand side, if you opened it correctly with this little tab away from you, you have a little box with a whole bunch of extra stuff in it. So we're gonna put the box with the PlayStation 4 Pro aside, and we're actually gonna open this box. So for starters, we got your AC adapter, which is for your power cord. Well, it is the power cord. Then we got your 3.5 millimeter horrible Sony headset thing. Ew. Anyways, we got a Turtle Beach Elite 800. We don't need that crap. Then we got your USB charger for your controller. Put all that useful stuff aside, and earbud can go somewhere else. Open it further on. Then we got the new PlayStation 4 controller, and it's a little bit lighter than the original, especially with the buttons. They're gray and not black, as well as the R3 and L3, and the R buttons up top, all the triggers are like all grayed out. So you can see that a little bit. Can't really see it that good. I guess it's all grayed out, It's decent, And then once you turn it on, you get that flashing light up top. Yeah, obviously I didn't connect it yet, so it's not gonna go with anything. And then the last thing in here is your HDMI cord, and you can't blame companies, for trying to save money. They are silver-plated tips. Luckily for me, I bought gold-plated tips. However, the gold-plated tips that I have are, what is it called? From Amazon Basics. It's actually pretty cheap, but they work pretty well. And they are for, HDMI 2.0. And they also have Ethernet running through them as well. Now, Ethernet's not really going to matter because it's not going to be hooked up to anything that requires HDMI Ethernet. However, it's still better than this crap that they give us. box back up here. Once we take this out, we have this wonderful, whoops. We got this, the best place to play little thing, flyer, whatever. Says PlayStation Plus free trial. And 1 month of Spotify Premium for free. And a whole bunch of PlayStation View stuff. So all this wonderfulness over there, and then on this side, all that. But yet, there's no code or anything on it, which is kind of weird. It says redeem free trial by visiting the PlayStation Store. Well, yeah, it doesn't really help us out that much. And then we have these two awesome things holding in our PlayStation 4 Pro. And then we have the beautiful, luxurious, elegant PlayStation 4 Pro. Dude, they're alright. It's just like a hamburger. So, if I'm correct, it is at least an inch bigger height and width than the original PlayStation 4. And I'm gonna start looking. This is the front, obviously, if you can't really tell. Front. You got a little glossy PlayStation logo in front, and it is a mirrored one. So if you look at it, you can see yourself. On the front, we have your little optical drive slit, so you can put your games. On this side, you have your power button, and it's buttons. It's not just infrared sensors. And on this side, you have your eject, like right there. And then further down, I'm not sure if you guys can really see it that well. You get two, there we go. Two USB ports over there. There's nothing on the bottom except the circle looks like it could be an audio port. I'm not sure if that's entirely meant to be that way or not, but it looks like it could be. I don't know why they'd put it on the bottom though. So, as for the back, we have your outlet for the power, because that's right here is where the wonderful internal power brick is. We have your HDMI 2.0 slot. Then this is for VR, or I think it's for your camera if I'm correct. And we have your optical out for your headsets. And then we have another USB port. I want to say that's 2.0, possibly even 3.0. I'm not entirely sure. Some 3.0s now are black and not blue anymore, but that all depends on manufacturer. Or if you're MSI, they're red. Then we have your Ethernet port, and then right here we have your hard drive, from which we will actually be switching out this 1 terabyte hard drive for my Samsung 840 Evo 1 terabyte. So it's still a terabyte, but this being a SSD, it's a lot faster than internal mechanical drives, which would be hard drives. So now that we have all that wonderfulness, let's actually get to the setup. Now, the next part is installing the SSD. Now, the only thing you need for this is these three things: the PlayStation 4 Pro, the SSD, and a screwdriver. What you're going to do is you're going to take the back, or the bottom of the back bottom, I guess, the PlayStation 4 Pro, and there's this little notch right here. Let me change the camera angle, that way you guys can see it better. There we go. So this little slit right here at the bottom is going to actually come off. So from the inside, you can pop it right off, and then this part will actually be exposed. What you want to do is flip the PlayStation 4 Pro upside down, take your screwdriver, and what you want to do is take out that black screw that's right there. So let's do that. Take out a screw. Make sure you put all screws somewhere where you won't get lost. Now, after that screw is out, what you're going to do is pop out this tray. And this is your 1 terabyte SSD. I'm sorry, your 1 terabyte hard drive that comes with the PlayStation 4 Pro. So there are actually 4 screws on these. You want to take those out. And then once again, make sure you put the screws somewhere safe where they will not get lost. Then after that, you just want to slide the hard drive out. Now, the same way that the hard drive came out is the very same way the SSD is going to go in. Now, the SSD is a lot smaller than the hard drive, so you're going to have to mess with it a little bit in order to get it aligned properly. Whoops. Now, after you got the SSD inside the drive cage, just do one little quick tighten around, and then after that, turn the SSD upside down and then put it back inside of the PS4 Pro. Like so. Now, I am actually going to switch the little screw with the regular PS4 screw because I think it's just cooler. All right, after you do that, then you're going to take your cover. Whoops. And slide it right back in. And then the SSD is installed. After the SSD is installed, what you're going to need is your USB drive. Now, what you want to do with this USB drive is make a folder called PS4. And you want to make that folder in all caps. And inside that folder, make another folder in all caps that says update. And after you do that, you want to go into the link in the description and download the file for the software. But you want to make sure you go to where it says perform a new installation of the system software. The reason being is because the file that you want is about 820 megabytes, if not a little bit more, and you do not want to get the 320 megabytes. If you get the 320 megabytes, the installation will not work. So once you have that file and it is completely downloaded, put it inside of that update folder. Okay, so for the next part of the installation, you're going to need 3 things: the PlayStation 4 Pro, your power cord, and your HDMI cable. Now, like I said before, my HDMI cable is HDMI 2.0 with gold plates. I'll put a link in the description below so you guys can actually check out those. But they are made for 4K, and the PS4 Pro is 4K compatible. So what you want to do is actually hook everything up to your system and then also to your TV or monitor, and then we can go from there. So now that you actually have everything together, you have all your cables set where it needs to be, before you actually turn on your PlayStation 4 Pro, you want to turn on your monitor and make sure you take that USB and plug it into your PlayStation 4 Pro. Now, mine is actually in the back of the PlayStation 4 Pro because the front isn't big enough for my USB to actually go into. So, without further ado, let's actually continue on with this. We're going to turn on our monitor. Now, this is not a 4K monitor. This is actually a 2K monitor. I actually have a 4K monitor actually coming in. It is a BenQ BL2711U. I will put a link in the description for that. It is perfect for console gaming, especially gaming at 4K. And that's coming in sometime later on today. Now, what you want to do with the actual PlayStation is press and hold the power button until you hear another beep. That second beep actually lets you know that the system is actually booting into safe mode. Now, once again, if you actually downloaded that 320 megabyte version, this part of the installation will not work. I know because I was having an issue with it because I accidentally downloaded the 320 megabyte version instead of the 800 and whatever. Now, you'll get a message that pops up that says safe mode, connect DualShock 4 using the USB cable, and then press the PS button. So going to do that right now. Then you'll get an option menu with 8 different options. What you want to do is go down to option 7 where it says Initialize PS4 Reinstall System Software. Now, I know you can't really see it well on my screen. Let me try to, not even going to make a difference. So just make sure you go to number 7. Once you get that, you'll get another menu that says connect a USB device that contains an update update file for installing the version 3.70 or later. So make sure you hit OK, and then your installation should start. Then you get another message right here. It says the PS4 will be initialized. All users and data will be deleted. Are you sure you want to continue? It is a fresh SSD. I had deleted everything previously on it, and now I have nothing but 100% unallocated space. So I'm gonna hit yes, and then it will start initializing. Now I'm actually gonna speed this up a little bit. That way you guys don't have to worry about watching this entire process at the same time I am. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of the video. Thank you guys for all of your support. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. That way you guys can stay up to date with all my videos. I'm Reckless, and remember, own your success, and I will see you guys next time. Also, if you guys want to check out that video I did on my DXRacer, I will put that in the description below, as well as when I do my BenQ unboxing, I will also put that in the description below this video as well.